Hello plastic model builders, welcome back. This is part 3 of my Stuka build, the Revell Stuka JU87G-1. We are painting this model. So here you see we are doing a light blue, sky blue type of color. You see my panel lines are all highlighted there. You just go over the underside of this plane. You're going to get the wings, the coolers. You have here your tanks, I'm sorry, not your tanks, your cannons. Those get the whole pale blue, sky blue, light blue color, whatever you want to call it. Simple plane, as you can see. There's a nice view of that cannon right there. Just go over it nicely, nice and smooth. Light coats, here are the engine coolers. Those will go on a little bit later. Maybe it'd been a good idea to put those on, or at least paint the insides of them first, then put them on, and then mask off the insides. I didn't do that first, but future reference. Here is the strut right here. This is for the stabilizer that goes in the rear. Make sure you get that, and here's the underside of the stabilizer. So the top side stays one color, rear, upper side goes another, and then these are the steps. I don't know why they're called steps, but that's them. One more coat, and you see that panel line fading out there, just pops out just a little bit. So we are going to spray a base coat of dark green on the entire top of the model. This is how I did it. Everybody paints a little bit differently. You see how nice it goes on wet and slowly dries. These are acrylic paints, I believe. I'm not sure, I don't remember, but I change it up from time to time. You see, just get the whole entire top side of this aircraft. You're going to get the rear tail as well. That's not actually on this plane yet. It'll go inside. You stick that on, and it holds in the stabilizer as well. So here's the whole front, top, side. Make sure you get it good. Watch out for overspray. I did get some on the bottom because although you see the masking tape there, I didn't put any on the bottom side, so it still broke through. Here it is, another coat. I like to do several thin coats and just kind of bring out that color, and you see it gets deeper and deeper, of a deeper shade of green. These are the wheels, the landing gear. You see I painted those blue initially. Oopsie, they go dark green. So that's what color we are painting them. This is the antenna that will go on top of one of the canopies, and this is the rudder. Goes in the back, which I was saying earlier, for the tail. Get both sides of that. Then we will lightly affix that to the plane. This is the masking that I've done per the instructions. It goes a black green color. I made my own. It's a little too dark, but it came out fine. I'm satisfied with it, and that's all that matters, as long as you're happy with how it came out for you. So you see the masking there. This is on the stabilizer. Goes on the back of the plane. Once you're all done spraying the wings, you can take off all the masking, and you can see that black line there. Very, what's the word I'm looking for? Sharp. It's not feathered or anything due to the masking. That's the way I did it. I don't know if the real plane was that sharp or not, or if it was kind of a feathered out camouflage, but you can see it here how it turns out. It looks very, very nice. Almost a blackish color, but it is called black green. It is a, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'd say Luftwaffe, but I could be wrong in my pronunciation because I don't speak German. I've never really listened to the pronunciation of it. Maybe I'll do that one day. So taking off all the masking that I did on the canopies. I used liquid mask this time. Still working on that and learning to practice and how to use it better. You see, the results were so-so probably with how I did it. This right here, I'm painting a white stripe. That way I can paint yellow over it. The white acts as a really good base for this. It'll bring out that yellow color. Some people say to use red, I think, but I used yellow. So it turns out really nicely. So you do the front, top, and bottom of this. You got to get all sides of this little stripe here that's by the rear tail. Once you're done with that, you flip it over. You see that right there? This is the side that you need to get. Watch your overspray. Yellow is a pain. That's why I've got all that extra masking. I know some people are like, you don't need to mask, you just don't know how to airbrush. It's okay. If you feel safer masking, just mask. These are the wing tips. They also go yellow. As you can see, both sides, right and left wings, even the ailerons. You also have to get that little aileron mass balance, that thing sticking up. Would be better not to put those on the plane until after it's completely done. I learned that. I kept hitting those things. My fingers would touch them. They'd break off. I'd have to re-glue them a zillion times. And this is how it turned out. I'm very happy with it. It looks good. As you can see, I'm happy with it. You got a little bit of a feathered overspray there on the bottom, but no big deal. And see, there it is. Looks great. These are the liquid coolers. You see where they go right here. I accidentally scraped all the way around the edges, forgetting that part of them is hollowed out. And that's okay. Put our glue in. We'll glue these down. Where the hollowed parts are, not a big deal. Why? Because we're going to weather this model after we put on the decals, so you won't even see that. So here are the wheels and their landing gear. Everything's dry. I've got my paint pen here, and I'm just going to paint the shocks black and weather those after that dries. You'll see that in the next video, so remember, when that comes out, watch it and you can see how that goes. I really like the paint pen. Sometimes it just is a lot messier, a lot less messier than anything I've ever used, even for spraying. You see really close up, it just goes on nice and smooth, almost like it was airbrushed. I like how it turns out. So we will attach the landing gear right here. They only go one way, so you don't have to worry about which one goes where, from what I remember. As you can see, just put the glue down. We will put this in, just like that. When we attach the cannons, that will be a little bit different. So here's that rear wheel. I painted the whole thing black. I'm not sure what color it's supposed to be on the inside, but I just did everything black. It's not a big deal. This plane's going to sit in its glass case. This is true model making madness. Remember, at least make it look pretty. Get all of that. We're just about done with this wheel. And once we're finished with the wheel, we can attach more parts. Why? Because parts attaching is part of building a plane. There we go. Careful. Nice and easy. If you want, you can also paint the other part a little bit of chrome. So this is for the stabilizer and the stabilizer struts. That's the underside. So this gets attached into the tail here. You see, you got to scrub away any type of paint that was on there so you get a good bond. You see how that lines up? It's got to go a certain way. Make sure the flaps point outwards. Get a little glue in there, glue it down. You can see where that rudder will go as well. That's not on yet. The reason I did this off the plane, it was easier to spray paint the plane the way I did without having to worry about that stabilizer in the way and doing extra masking. So you see how the struts go into place here. It's got a nice little slot there. Fits right in, and just press down, hold it, let the glue bond for a second, and it's perfect. Looks great, and just don't forget to touch that up later. So here we are putting in the cannons. Now remember, each mount goes a specific way, so it lies flat or lays flat. Terminology, I know. But the magazines always point to the left. So you see how that goes? It's angled. The wings pop up, so you got to make sure it's level, so it's 90 degrees. And here's the other side. Put that in. Very easy. We have our steps. These go on nice and easy. A little spot there, although the spot is bigger than what the actual step is. Put those in. Note the direction in which they face. Make sure they're equal the way they look. Perfect. Now we got the rudder. 2 little slots for that. And this part goes right on top. Just like that. So now we have our gun. Gun is going to be painted a gunmetal, but it's got some, we would say it's flashing in the middle, but it's probably not, probably from the molds, as it explained to me. That way they don't bend during the molding process. They put a small piece of plastic in the middle while they're molding it. You can bend these back into shape. Here's that gunmetal color. You know, it's like a weird type of blue. metallic-y almost, I guess you could say. So anyway, that's it. We will let that dry, and I'll show you what's coming up on the next video. We've got decals, so we will put those decals on. So remember, don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching my videos and you haven't subscribed, don't forget to comment, because I love your comments, and also likes. So remember, until next time, see ya.